United cannot contain Newcastle right now, bro. It's 4-1. No Onana and it's 4-1, bro. I'm not kidding. Look, 4-1. 4-1. Well,
How am I even acting like I'm surprised?
God bless Onana. I think it's a blessing in disguise for him to be away. Imagine if he was
Yeah,
in goal
sometimes
collecting this. Just
things
imagine
like this,
imagine
they
if Onana was in goal conceding 4 goals.
yeah.
Okay, it was a mistake from the keeper.
Oh my
I'm
God.
telling you, it was a mistake. A pass. He tried to pass the ball and he played it to Joe Linton and what's his name? Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah. I'll
I think
call,
the keepers
I'll I'll call
that's
it I'll call
that's
it a
pressure.
pre-assist. It was a pre-assist from the keeper. Onana was the
You know,
problem, they
sometimes
said.
when the other best choice goalkeeper is under scrutiny and you are asked to replace him, you are under pressure as well because the searchlight will be on you. And if anything happens, you'll be taken to the cleaners. I think that's what just happened there. Probably under severe pressure because of the whole Onana issue.
What do you think? Do you think Onana will come
But I'm
back?
not sorry for
Do you
him.
think do you think Onana still has a future at Man United?
Beyond this season, I don't think so. I think he will probably come back and be the number one till the end of the season. But after during the summer, I feel like something has to happen, which I think would be good for both Onana and Manchester United because having Onana there, there's always going to be that headline. There's always going to be people doing everything just to point a finger at him, even if he's not at fault. And for the player himself, he will need to just come to terms with the fact that this club is probably not for me. Let me go to somewhere else, less media pressure, and just enjoy my football. I think it will work well for
Permit me
both.
to deviate a bit. Has there ever been an African player that has succeeded in Manchester United?
Well,
Name one African
not
player
many.
that has succeeded in Manchester United.
Not not. This is very difficult. I think yeah, I'm going to say Igalo's time wasn't a failure. He was brought in on
Some
loan,
Manchester
scored a
United
few
fans
goals.
actually forget that Igalo played for them. I promise you
Yeah,
that.
yeah, of course. It's normal.
Despite
It's
everything he
normal. It was
did,
just a dry
his goal
month
per minute
for
ratio
six
was
months.
good. He performed to the best of his
Yes,
abilities, but there
very
are
well.
some United fans who wouldn't consider him a success. They don't rate him.
Well, that's to them. For me, I think he had an okay time. It's not like he was too outstanding, but what he did for Manchester United was okay.
You,
Scored some beautiful goals. I mean,
you
he did
know,
okay for
you know
me. If they
something.
don't think he did enough, well,
I think there's a problem with Man United and African players. Let's look at Liverpool. They've had the likes of Sissoko in midfield. He was solid. They've had Diouf. Diouf was good. Look at Chelsea. Numerous. Drogba, Mikel, Essien, Kalu, Jeremy, Babayaro. Look at Arsenal. You've got Kanu. You've got Song. You've got Toure. Yeah. You've got Loren.
yeah.
Now, let's look at Man United. How many can you name? Olembe Olembe. Jemba Jemba. Fortune. Igalo. Manucho. Who else? There was is it Diop? Diop. There was a Diop who played for United before he went to Stoke City.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, not many to be honest, but I don't think it's just because they
Amrabat.
are from Africa.
Amrabat.
Maybe
No, like it's almost like a case of water and oil. They don't gel. I don't know what's there in Manchester United with African players.
I think it's more of them not signing the right African player more than any other thing. I don't want to go to that side of the I don't want to discuss that part of it. You know what I'm talking about. So I think it's more of their scouts, not getting the right African players. because we've had some black players from African roots,
No,
yeah.
no, no.
But
African players, don't worry. Forget the
yeah,
Patrice
so
Evra and all of
if
that.
those ones can succeed, I think the African players can also succeed. There's a chance that they can go get Osimhen, and I think Osimhen will probably
I promise
be a
you.
different.
I promise you, if Man United gets Osimhen, if they get Osimhen, they are gonna make him look like Yaya Sanogo. I tell you. If Man
Why are you
United
like
gets
this?
Osimhen, they'll make him look like Yaya Sanogo. Osimhen shouldn't waste his time going to United. They will just make him look bad. Trust me. If you were Onana's agent, what would you be telling him right now?
Let's start looking at the future, and if possible, let's look at our future outside Manchester United.
Still in the
That's what
Premier
I'll tell
League?
him. Why I'm saying no, not in the Premier League. Not in the Premier League, because in the Premier League you can hardly play for a team bigger than Manchester United. So just just away from the English media, if you ask me.
And where do you think is best?
Italy. Let's go to Italy.
Imagine him going to Fiorentina and
Let's go
becoming
to-
the second choice. That's my favorite Italian club, Fiorentina. So imagine him being second choice to De Gea. Wonderful. I would love that.